Hello everybody, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 non-fiction book recommendations. When it comes to fiction and non-fiction, I most of the times go for fiction because I love stories. But I also love non-fictions, and I specifically love when they incorporate non-fiction with a narrative style writing or a fictitious style writing while remaining true to the facts. The first book on my list is Atomic Habits by James Clear. I have made a detailed review about this book, so I will leave that in the description down below if you want to go ahead and check out what James Clear had talked about in this book. But in short, he has talked about the importance of tiny habits, the tiny changes that we make in our lives. In general, we always focus on the bigger things, the bigger picture. We always think about changing the bigger things in life to achieve something or to see a particular result that we want to see. But in Atomic Habits, James Clear says that it's the smaller things in life, the tiny changes that we make in our lives that make the entire difference. The one thing that I really like about this book is the fact that each chapter begins with a backstory. There is a story of a real person that the author has shared, and that just makes the results and the things that the author has talked about really achievable, and at the same time it feels as if, okay, I can do it. The next book on my list is Born a Muslim by Ghazala Wahab. I think I have touched on this book a little bit in one of my wrap-up videos a few months ago, but I just urge you to read this book. It's an incredible book, and it talks about the current condition and the history of Indian Muslims, and it just gives us such a nice and detailed introspective analysis of what happened and why we are where we are right now. So it's a really interesting read. And to top everything off, the book starts with a backstory of her life and how things progressed in her life and how she has seen so many things that have happened in India pertaining to Muslims. And the third book that I'm going to talk about is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The amount of times that I have talked about this book is just, I have forgotten about how many times I have talked about this book. It is making a reappearance because I feel like everybody should focus on financial education. And not only that, I feel like it's really important to understand how money works and how we can make money work in our lives. So it's really a basic introduction to the financial world and how things happen and all that kind of stuff. And it's filled with so much wisdom, honestly. The fourth nonfiction that I absolutely love is Becoming by Michelle Obama. I have made a detailed review about this as well. We'll leave the link in the description if you're interested in checking it out. But just if you haven't read it, go ahead, buy a copy and read it, or even like listen to an audiobook, because it's a big book. It's a huge book, and the audiobook in itself is like 8 hours long or whatever, or more than that. But it's read by Michelle Obama herself, so you will feel more connected to her, I would say. But the book is filled with so many life lessons. It's incredible. I absolutely loved it, even though it took me quite a long time to get done with it. I got done with it at the end of 2020. So it's been quite a long time, but I am recommending it to you. If you haven't still read it, then go ahead and read it. And she came up with a kid's book, like a Becoming, but it's for kids, a kid's version. So if you know some kids, or if you have your own kids, just probably get them. And the last book on my list is If the Oceans Were Ink by Carla Power. I literally recommend this to everyone watching this video because it's an incredible book. And it's also a Pulitzer Award finalist. The subtext here says an unlikely friendship and a journey to the heart of the Quran. The book helps in bridging the differences and the divide that has happened over the course of years because of the wrong narratives of the media. And not only that, it answers so many different questions that a lot of people have in their minds regarding Islam and regarding the values and the morals. Not only that, it also helps in breaking the stereotypes. So if you are interested or if you want to get answers or whatever, this book is a must read. And that's it. Those are my top 5 favorite nonfiction books. If you have read any of those, or if you are interested in reading any of those, just let me know in the comments below. If you want to recommend anything, also pop them in the comments. I would love to read it. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do that. And if you want to follow me on my socials, the links are in the description and the handles are on the screen. And I will see you guys really soon, inshallah. Till then, take care. God bless you. Assalamu alaikum. Bye.